I'm Tim, welcome to Watchbox, and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, tmosso@thewatchbox.com. It's in the description below. Your purchase and pricing email question line for buying this or any watch you see on any Watchbox platform. Please reach out to me directly. Email tmosso@thewatchbox.com for pricing. New for the 2023 model year and now just available through Watchbox. This is a 10-piece limited edition from Moser Cie of Schaffhausen. This is the Moser Endeavour Perpetual calendar in Tantalum with Jade dial, a 10-piece limited edition with a mystifying and hypnotic blue-gray tantalum double-finished Endeavour case. It's 42 millimeters in diameter by 13.5 millimeters thick. It is 48.5 millimeters lug tip to lug tip with a 20 millimeter spacing between the lugs. Now, when I throw it on my wrist, which is 16 centimeters circumference, yes, it's large for a dress watch, but no problem. On a 16 centimeter circumference wrist, I've got plenty of clearance on each side, especially if I wear it relatively loose. I could recommend this watch for a wrist as small as 15 centimeters circumference, and there's plenty of cuff clearance, and here's a big reason why it works so well. Like a tonneau case, the Moser case back on the Endeavour is sloped and arced with a sapphire expensively cut to match the curve of the case, and the lugs downturn almost 90 degrees from the case band, so they drop right off the edge of your wrist. It has a satisfying mass to it in tantalum. You can see Moser loves its kudu leather straps, and that's what we have in black on the top, and then more conventional calfskin on the bottom. This is a brand new Moser factory strap. You'll appreciate that Moser sweats the details here, and because tantalum buckles aren't always possible, it has used the most durable option, which would be full stainless steel on the buckle, with a combination of a Moser engraving and a judicious blend of polished and satinated facets for contrast. And you'll see the same here on the case. Now, while tantalum was probably made famous in watchmaking applications by Audemars Piguet and F.P. Journe, unlike even a royal oak, there's a degree of complexity to this case that is unique to the Endeavour. They machine and then hand finish their cases at Moser, and that's how these incredibly sculpted hollows are possible on the flanks of the lugs. Not even the Journe CB gets this intricate. You can see that the bezel is concave all the way around, but at 12 o'clock and 6 o'clock you have these expansions as it flows almost like a molten liquid around your wrist. We have vertical satination at the mid case on both sides, and then a conical Moser branded crown. The dial is green jade, and unlike jade used by many other brands such as De Bethune and F.P. Journe in the past, here this is an interesting marbled white and green jade dial without a straight green color profile. It has gradients between white and green, making it complex, but also because it is a natural material, no two dials in this 10-piece limited edition are going to be exactly alike. Now you can see we have applique indices doubled at 12 and 6. We have faceted and polished leaf-style hands at center for the hours and minutes. Now the watch does include a bidirectional quickset system with a perpetual calendar designed by Andreas Streller for Moser, and you can see it has a very large date over at 3 o'clock. Now I also have hacking or stop seconds, but remember, most quicksets don't work bidirectionally, never mind quicksets on perpetual calendars. So right here I have a little stub index at center, so 12 hours, 12 months, that's how the system works. So the index pointing to 12 means it's December, the 28 means it is December 28th. Let's see if I can find there we go, right there. You could see that there are two overlapping oversized discs that allows Moser to create this oversized date without an oversized watch. Those two superimposed discs allow the oversized date in the aperture without using one huge disc that would have swelled the case to 50 millimeters. Okay, bidirectionally settable perpetual calendar. Power reserve indicator over at 9 o'clock. It's rated for 7 days. In fact, it'll run for almost 9. That's German-Swiss watchmaking. Under-promising and over-delivering. Now on the reverse side, you can see a big open case back and a movement size to suit. This is the manufacturer HMC 800, and they make the tough parts, including the balance, the hairsprings, and the 14-karat gold low-friction escapement. All of this 30 meters water resistant, and impressively, because the shape of the sapphire is used, it's difficult to make a shaped sapphire water resistant, but they did it here. Now you have twin barrels, and you can see that in pocket watch fashion, a nod to the 19th century era of Moser watchmaking. We have jewels set in golden chaton from the day when precision chaton were created to hold jewels, and they would be fixed into bridges using screws. We have those black polished screws here, and though the bridge is split for easier servicing, it does have the look, the monolithic profile of a three-quarter style bridge. We have a pocket watch inspired swan's neck click spring, and you can see we have a full balance bridge with a free sprung balance for bracing against shock. We also have two flat hairsprings, 180 degrees opposed. Moser makes both of these at its Precision Engineering subsidiary, and the idea here is that by turning them 180 degrees opposed. When one, due to gravity, is speeding up, the other, by an equal and opposite margin, because it is the opposite but equal, will slow it down. So one speeds up, one slows down, achieving instantaneously without a tourbillon what a tourbillon would normally achieve. And unlike a tourbillon, which doesn't always perfectly cancel out the positions in a wristwatch application, this always works because it's instantaneous and doesn't depend on how long it stays in an orientation with respect to gravity. You can also see there's a separate colored platform underneath the escapement and the balance assembly, and that lifts out in one piece. So when your watch goes to the Moser Regional Service Affiliate, it can be lifted out as one unit, replaced with a pre-lubricated and pre-adjusted unit to return it to you tout suite very quickly. And of course, the speed sway at a pleasing, aesthetically low beat rate. Reach out to Team Mosso at thewatchbox.com for purchase and pricing details.